What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Pages from Rock Bottom. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kim. And tonight we are joined with Kayla. And this episode is when despair becomes the turning point in Kayla's story. So, Kayla, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm from Portsmouth, Ohio. I was born and raised here. Um, so I don't really know where to start. I kind of grew up in that lifestyle. My mom had a problem with addiction. So it was very normalized for me in that sense, And then I really wanted to know, like, I got curious about it and wanted to try it. And of course, once I introduced that chemical, it hijacked my brain, right? So for the longest time, I thought because I wasn't as bad as everybody else, I didn't have a problem. So, it just progressed throughout the years until it became a problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like gave my kids away, couldn't keep a house, all those things. Overdosed several times. People didn't want me around. At one point I was living with my sister in her basement, and she was sick of me being there. So she kept telling me to move and I wouldn't. So she packed up her whole house and her kids and moved away and wouldn't tell me where her new house was because it was that bad.
That's real life though. That's real shit. People do that. You know what I mean? Your family, they get to that point and they want to keep their stuff and they don't want to see their loved one, you know what I mean, stealing from them, for one. For two, bringing strange people into their house with their family and their kids. And they don't want to see their family member killing themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really hard.
I traumatized my sister really bad, and not just her, but her kids and her daughter's friends. They had a sleepover one night for her daughter's birthday party, and that's one time I overdosed. So I overdosed in front of a house full of little kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's embarrassing.
You think about it now, but then it wasn't. No. We were just man, that just ruined my whole life.
Yeah.
You do. And that's your thought process. That's how crazy it is.
I'm fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. This hurts. I don't like it no more. Please give me more.
So how many years do you have in recovery?
I have 7 years now.
Yay! Yeah. That's awesome. Everybody give a shout out to the 7 years for Kayla. So tonight's episode, it's just one of those that hits the core of what recovery really is. It's not pretty. It's not polished, right? Sometimes it begins in a place of total despair, like you said in your description when you sent it to me, where you were wishing you were dead. You were praying for a miracle. Yeah. And tonight we're just honored to share this story and be able to hear it with you. So whatever you want to share with us we're here to hear it. You know what I mean? And I'm sure there's people, I'm not sure who's watching, but guys, come on, tell us where you're from, who's watching, who's out there. He's just scrolling. But you're proof though. You are proof that when you're broken down to nothing, hope still lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most people, they don't get to 7 years. They don't get to see what you're seeing right now through a different set of lenses. You know what I mean? On this side of it.
Yeah. I've lost a lot of people along the way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I feel like every day, and still to this day, I open Facebook and you hear about another person.
Someone I used to party with, or someone that I used to consider a friend.
Yeah, previous clients.
Yeah.
That's a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking of
the hardest part of that line of work. You build a connection with these people, and you absolutely want the best for them, and then when they leave, you don't have any control of what happens.
Yeah.
No, absolutely none. And it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is.
And
Are
it's
you
so
seeing
weird
Go ahead.
because that's also the miracle part of it too. Like, that's the blessing is seeing them come in and change their lives, like come in and be completely broken and look like death, and then they get their collar back and they get their self-esteem back, and then they get reconnected with their family and their loved ones, and then they get a job, they start doing all these things, and then that's the beauty in it, especially when you get to see them make it like 2 and 3 years, and you're like, hell yeah, look at them go.
Yeah, it definitely makes it worthwhile, for sure.
It does.
For sure. And it helps you along the way too. I know, like me being in the field, it helps me in more ways than people realize realistically. Like it helps me stay sober.
It does me too. Like I was telling you earlier about the denial thing. So like when I see them come in like that, like it's a reminder daily. Like I can be in that spot just one bad day. I just need one bad moment and I can be at my rock bottom again and have a new one. Have a new rock bottom.
Yeah.
Girl, you know,
Yeah.
hopefully we can just make stairs on the way back out of it. But most people don't, though. They don't, once they go back out and they do hit that rock bottom, that's their bottom. You know?
Yeah. Usually death.
Yeah. And you hear about it so often every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay, well let's get into the first chapter, that moment despair turned into direction.
Okay. I remember let's see, I got indicted for overdosing in front of all them kids, like I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And I got a possession charge and endangering the welfare of a minor and like all kinds of other things, inducing a panic. So I'm going to tell you how wild my thinking pattern was. I literally used probably the morning of court and had to check in with probation first. And I really thought I was going to get drug tested and not go to jail. I thought I was going to leave. I thought they was going to let me go home. And I really thought that. Like, I was baffled when they was like, okay, now put your hands behind your back. And I'm like, what? Like, how dare you? So anyhow, I went to jail for a couple of days. And I did that like a couple of times, go in there, fail my drug test, go lay in jail for a couple of days. And the whole time I'm in there, like, all these treatment centers kept coming in and getting all these girls to go out. And I remember laughing at them and like, oh, they're stupid. That crap does not work. Like that's just for sissies that can't set it out in jail. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Like I was some big jail gangster or something. I never even really been that many times. And, so after that, I went home. I think it was like a couple more weeks, and it just got to where I, no matter how much I used, like I couldn't stay well. It'd be like as soon as I used, I'd have to get something again, and I just couldn't stay well, and it was getting miserable. Laying in bed, hurting all the time. Had no motivation to get up. Like there's no self-esteem. There's no desire to keep living. Your body's completely ran down and it hurts. You're just completely hopeless. Actually, this is the first time I've ever talked about it that I've not got real emotional. Usually I get real emotional and almost start crying, and I hate it. It's like real embarrassing, but usually, yeah. So, just remembering that day helps me out a lot because I remember just being like, this is it. Like, please, God, if I'm not going to get well, like, just let me at least be brave enough to go lay down in front of a train or something.
Yeah.
For myself. Like, I just want it to end. And for some ungodly reason, I looked at my kids' dad and I was like, well, if nothing changes, nothing changes. I remember hearing that once in a meeting.
Yeah.
The meetings that I used to sit in the back and like make fun of people at. So I was like, I remembered that I had a friend who, when she got out of prison, she went and got her CDCA and stuff and started working at a treatment facility. So I called her. I asked her what I needed to do to get in there, and she gave me the court liaison, which was Dusty. I know you heard Stacy talk about her a lot. It was Dusty Kemp at the Focus, and I called her, and she helped me get a bed at Detox, which was at SOMC. Because when I went, like, it wasn't like it is today, and you call and everybody's got a bed. Like, all these treatment centers can't wait to take you. Back then, you had to go on a list and wait. And she was like, all right, I got a bed open for you, but you have to go to Detox, like, now. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
Right now?
Yeah, she's like, right now. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. So we called. They told me I had to wait until in the morning to go in. And we did this for like 2 weeks because it was February and it kept snowing and they kept shutting down everything.
Yep.
So like I had to go in sick. So I would lay even longer sick or something. And then I'd finally break down and use again. And then I'd be sick again. And like, it was just a pattern over and over. So I really had to go to court the day I had to go to Detox. And I was left with that option. Like, I can either go to court and probably go to jail again, or I could go to Detox and probably still go to jail. But at least I wouldn't be sick anymore.
Yeah.
So
it's a plus.
I prayed about it in the lobby at SOMC main campus, and I remember like the woman that was checking me in, like she was ready to cry with me because she felt so bad. But I went ahead and checked in and missed court. So I was there for like 4 days, and then Dusty came and picked me up, took me to Focus, and she'd went to school with my kids' dad. So as soon as I got in the car, she was like, oh yeah, by the way, I know your kids' dad, and you will not be talking to him no more. I was like, geez, thanks. I was like, but I kind of figured that. Yeah. So
looking out. Sometimes you never know what's best for us at the time. You know what I mean? So we don't know better. We don't know any better. We just know like what's bad for us at first. So it's I feel like, and they're like, oh, you can't talk to them is a good thing. So sorry. But, you know, I kind of went through the same thing. They're like, you're not allowed to talk to him. You know what I mean? Like, all ties. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
that's where my pride always kicked in. Like, you ain't going to tell me what I can do.
Who are you?
Yes. Definitely. So, I went to treatment, and I only got to be there for like 1 day, and they Sida County issued a warrant for me. So Dusty had me go check in. I was supposed to go to jail for 1 day and then go to court the next day. And they was going to release me back to Focus. But Marshall got sick. So then he called off for like 10 days. So I sat in jail for 10 days. It was a process.
That was God doing for you what you couldn't do for yourself.
Yes. In the meantime, my cousin that I grew up with, she was like my sister. She died.
Oh.
So, like, I was in jail. My cousin died. Like, I was just completely miserable, and everything just kept getting worse. It just seemed like I was like, I thought things were supposed to start getting better now. Yeah. So I remember I ended up using someone's, what was it? I think Wellbutrin while I was in jail. I don't know. It was a psych med. Because they told me I was going to get high. And I'm like, okay. I'm an idiot. Anyways.
It don't matter what it is.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it don't.
Snorting Tylenol.
Or coffee. Coffee. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? Why are you snorting coffee? Like, it helps. And I'm like, Stop it. It probably burned.
It's got taste.
That is one thing I didn't do when I was in jail. I never snorted coffee, thank God.
I was like, what are you guys doing? They're like, it's coffee and it works. I'm like, there's no way.
No, you're just caffeine.
It's not.
It's just caffeine.
Just go to sleep. Man.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the true, like,
That's the
true
insanity of it.
meaning of insanity.
It
Wow.
is.
It is.
It's wild. So, when I went back to court, I failed my drug test, and they wasn't going to let me go. And my lawyer was able to argue, like, she's showing us that she's a true drug addict. Like, you send her to prison, she's just going to keep using in there.
Yeah.
She needs to go to rehab. So, I got the lieu of and got to go to treatment instead. And God, it was rough because I got in trouble every time I turned around. I was always in trouble.
I think I got in trouble one time, and it was this one because of this one.
No, it wasn't me.
Yeah, same.
We got
Same.
drug
I
into
talked
it.
to my kids' dad like I wasn't supposed to.
I was like, I went to where I was supposed to go, but I was supposedly ended up in Columbus, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
at the
I did
movies.
not either.
Yeah.
Now, I may have did some things that required my clothes coming off, but I did not go to Columbus,
Yeah.
you know, and
And they woke me up out of a nap to talk to me about that.
I was like, what did I do? And I was doing so good, and I thought I was in trouble, and but I did, and they were just like, we're watching. And I'm like, okay. But I didn't do anything. But I remember, like, treatment is brutal because, like, you have to learn structure, and you have to listen to other people tell you what to do, and you have to do dishes and your own laundry. I mean, I didn't even have laundry when I was out on the streets. Like, what makes you think I'm going to do laundry in here?
Right.
But, you know, it teaches you so much things, and I am so grateful for all the opportunities and everything that I did learn.
Yeah, me
So
too.
kudos, you know, so I can relate of getting in trouble, even
Yeah.
though I got in trouble one time. But
No, I felt like I was beating my head off every wall in there. Every time I turned around, I was doing it wrong.
yeah.
Well, it was because I was a manipulator, and I was
Ooh.
so used to it all the time. You know what I mean? So every time I turned around, I was doing stuff like I wasn't supposed to do, but I was trying to manipulate the whole system and get away with it. Like we weren't allowed to have caffeine. We got 2 cups of coffee a day and 2 cans of pop a day. So, I kept sneaking in coffee, instant coffee.
What was you putting it in? Just a regular cup, or?
So, no, we in the pop box. So that's when the little single packs came out.
Yes.
And so I would take them out of the box and like shove them down in there and roll the cans at the top,
Yeah.
so they would slide down in there better.
Yeah.
So when I became an RA and I started like tearing people's stuff apart, they'd get so mad at me. I'm like, listen, you ain't getting nothing over on me.
I was that manipulator that invented the pop.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it. Love it.
I'll never forget Walsh coming in, and he's like taking out the ceiling tiles and everything. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
Oh.
He's like, I know you guys. He's like, you're gonna fucking die. That's Walsh, man.
I know. Always calling somebody a shit truck or something. God rest your soul. Yes.
Yeah. But I learned a lot of stuff there though.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah. I was in denial for like a long time, and one of my counselors like laughed at me, and she's like, girl, you better go reflect on yourself. And
Hard.
yeah, I actually sat out and read an AA book is what happened. And I was like, oh my God, they're talking about me.
Yep.
Like this dude from 1930 knows me so
Yeah.
well.
Was I reborn in a different life?
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, this is so crazy. And I decided I wanted to get a sponsor, but I was too embarrassed to ask. So one of the counselors called somebody and handed me the phone. And she was like, you better ask that girl, she'll be your sponsor. I'm like, what's her name? She said, I don't know.
Just ask her.
Yeah, just ask her. Someone gave me the number, just ask her. I'm like, oh, hey, I don't know you, but will you be my sponsor?
Yeah, I'm struggling with this. When are you available? These are the days, man. I remember this.
She rocked. She's awesome. I love her. She's still my sponsor today.
What? Yay.
yeah.
So it was meant to be. Yeah. That's awesome.
Let's see. She got me through the steps. I remember at first I was trying to go too fast, you know. I thought it was like something you just did, like right now.
Yeah.
Slow down, girl. Take your time. You know, this ain't a sprint.
Yeah, I'd always get stuck.
Right.
I'm like 4. Step 4. I get stuck. I get there. I'm like, I'm not going there further.
Yeah, it took me forever.
Yeah.
I was scared because of the way everybody talked about it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it. And I finally sat down and did it one day. And I was like, oh, this ain't scary. This is interesting. Like, now I know why I act like an idiot all the time.
Yeah. Just have to examine yourself.
Yeah.
Over and over and different. It's like the same monotonous questions, but you learn something different about yourself each time.
Yeah. It's wild. Yeah. And I know so someone told me you make a list of all the people that you're mad at.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. And I had so my sponsor made me work it out like in the AA book. So I had to answer all them questions, like go down all this stuff and ask myself all these questions. And I had to do like 1 page front and back for each person. And I remember putting like 100 people on this list. And then when I got started, I was like, well, I'm really not that mad at them.
Can we just skip them? I may be okay with this person.
Yeah.
I've been there. Yeah.
But I remember I did so many that when I was reading it to her, I almost put her to sleep.
Aww.
There were so many. She's like, you're my little overachiever.
But you want to get them taken care of, though. That's what it takes, though. That is,
it does.
You know, all jokes aside, like that is what it takes. You put the work in, you really examine yourself, and really why you were really mad at those people. I could probably think of a few people that I'm still pretty mad at, but I've forgiven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, that's real. You know, and
my hardest part about it was finding my part in things.
Yep.
Yeah.
And responsibility.
Yeah. It still kind of is.
Of it.
It still kind of is sometimes.
Yeah.
Not always. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, yeah, I was just being rude. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole.
So what was your rock bottom moment? The one where you knew something had to change or you might die?
That was before I went to treatment. Like I was just I don't know how to explain it. I hated myself. I hated life, and I hated people around me.
Mm.
Like I genuinely hated people. I didn't want to see people. I was disgusted in people. I hated myself. I wouldn't even come out of my room hardly. Stayed in my room all the time by myself. If I was talking to people, it was only to try to get high. I wouldn't even mess with my kids. My sister brought my kids to me one day, the Christmas right before I went to rehab, And so she brought him over Christmas Eve, and she's like, I'll bring their presents over later tonight. Well, I remember I sat up all night waiting on her and didn't have anything really like for in the morning to get well. And I ended up setting up until I was sick. So then when I did go to bed, I was not getting back up. Like I was not getting up. So she dropped the presents off at like 6 a.m. because she was afraid we was going to go sell them.
Yeah.
So then when the kids woke up at like 7 to wake their presents up, I was like, I'm not getting out of bed. I'm not doing it. You're going to have to wait. So they went and asked their dad, and their dad told them, go ahead and open them. We didn't need to be awake. So like they broke their presents trying to get them out of the boxes. And my sister came at like, I think 8 or 9 to pick them up. And she was like so mad. And she's like, I hope you know they just rent like thousands of dollars of presents because you wouldn't get up and open them. And I wanted pictures. And it was just like, and that's the stuff I did to them all the time. You know what I mean? Like if they were there, I just never paid attention to them at all. I had no like motherly instinct. I didn't want to care for them. I didn't want to do anything for them. And then that in turn made me feel like a bigger piece of crap. Because like that's supposed to be the natural instinct that you get, is to love your kids and to nurture them. And I couldn't even do that.
Yeah, me neither.
We were on Raw and Real on Friday. We were just talking about how like when you become addicted, how it changed the way your mind works, right?
Yeah.
So your basic needs, your drugs are going to come before water, food, basic survival.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, and the sad part about it is the people that love us and the people we're supposed to care for, they're most affected by it.
Yeah, they are. Since I started working in treatment and stuff, like I've been telling my family, like if I ever relapse, like don't do nothing for me. Completely cut me off. And I said, every time I call you or try to talk to you, just be like rehab and hang up on me.
Yeah.
I'm like, just don't even entertain me. Be like rehab and hang up.
Text you rehab. I need to talk to you rehab.
Yeah.
And you know, and it may work though. Like, you know, not enabling your behaviors is important. But you know, also having some type of, you know, support system and boundaries in place is also important, you know?
Yeah.
I go through that with my brother now because he's still in active addiction, but like I'm still checking on him, like, but he don't ask me for nothing though. Like he knows because I'll tell him like I'm not doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, can I get this? No, I'm not giving that to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you always see him like on the roster for, you know, theft without consent or, you know, something. And then like it's hard, but it's hard not to enable them, but you also want to know that they're okay. And I struggle with that myself, like, but I have to not enable his behaviors because
boundaries for sure.
I set boundaries with him on a daily. I have to because you know what I mean? Like I know me and my addict me knows me, you know, so like I know he's out there and I know I wish I could help him, but there's just nothing I can do for him until he's ready to help himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. You said you remember being completely hopeless, wishing for death or a miracle. A lot of us relate to that feeling. I know I do. I know you do. Because Matt, you know, used to struggle with, you know, suicidal thoughts and trying to kill himself and stuff like that. So like, those are things that I try to kill myself with just drugs. I never intentionally, like, except for when I was like 14, but like, we've all been there. We can relate with that. Tell us about that night or that moment when both those options felt real for you.
Like, what do you want to know?
Like, what was going through your mind at the time when you really, really just wanted to die? Like, what was really happening internally?
This is kind of weird. When I OD'd, I think it was my first time. I remember it being real dark, black, empty, right? It was like a weird, like lonely and fearful kind of feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but it was kind of like an abyss, like a black abyss, right? And that I kind of felt similar at that time, like there was just nothing, there was no need to go on, I was completely alone, no one understood me. I was never going to change, I was going to die like that. It would just be easier to get it done and over with now.
Yeah.
Probably be a lot easier for my kids is what I was thinking in my head too.
They'd be better off without you. I
Yeah.
always think that. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I remember, when my mom went through addiction, like always being mad at her. So like I would be in my head all the time being like, yeah, you're just like your mom. So now your kids like hate you right now and they don't yeah. So it was like a very dark, lonely place. Like I don't really know, other than just saying it was completely hopeless and just a dark place. Like I even sat in a dark room. Like I wouldn't even turn the light on.
Yeah.
Like it was wild. I was like a vampire. Like my skin.
I'd wait,
like
I'd wait till the sun goes down.
Yeah.
I ain't coming
yeah.
out.
Yeah. I remember like vitamin D. Like I had to get vitamin D pills when I went to treatment.
Iron. I still have an iron deficiency. Like it's serious. Like we don't realize what we do to ourselves until like we do get sober, and then like like I talk about this openly, like being 60 pounds going into treatment, like the fuck, you know what I mean? And like but I was trying to kill myself. Like I was trying to not be that person anymore because I didn't see any other way out, and I thought that really truly with everything in me that I thought death was the way out for me. You know?
I accepted that death was going to be my way out. I had absolutely no hope because I'd already been in treatment before this, and every time I would come home, it would be the exact same cycle.
Yeah.
Where I might be good for a week or two, and then I want to go back harder than what I did the first time. And, I remember my last Labor Days, like, I embraced that. You know what I mean? That was my goal. Like, okay, my suicidal attempts haven't worked, so I'm going to do absolutely everything I can, as much as I can, to try to do it this way. And it was, the crazy part about it is when she Narcaned me and I came back, it wasn't, the first thing I felt wasn't gratitude. It wasn't like,
you were pissed.
I was pissed. Like, and then I'm in a whirlwind of emotions. Like, I can't even die right. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of hopeless. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't I didn't have a lot of pictures of myself in active addiction because I didn't let people take pictures of me. Yeah.
Girl, I had so many. I'm just like, man, I ain't looking at those things anymore.
I keep my mugshot. That's about the only one.
Literally,
the other one I had to go searching my Facebook for more people photos.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody slapped some skin over, a skeleton.
Yeah.
Sandbag style.
Well, I was a bigger girl, so like I really didn't. When I lost weight, I didn't look that bad. You know what I mean? So I looked like a normal person. So
I only weighed originally like 105 pounds. So I went from 105 pounds to like 60, pregnant.
God.
Who does that? You know what I mean? Like, And somehow by the grace of God, I had a healthy baby. Thank you, Danielle Segura, for making sure I ate every day. But, but I was still only 60 some pounds pregnant and had a 6 pound, 5 ounce baby.
Oh gosh, you're lucky.
Yeah. And you wouldn't know by looking at him today that he was, and even when he was born, that he wasn't born addicted. I don't know how he wasn't, but he wasn't. And I was only 60 pounds and he was healthy.
Oh my gosh.
Strange, huh?
Yeah.
That was God,
Yeah, it was. I quit using when I was pregnant. Because it was like, I don't know how to explain it, like those little phases I went through of where I could, control my habit still. So I had my son and he was 2 pounds, like 15 ounces. I can't really remember, something like that. And he almost died. So like, I don't know. He was in the NICU unit for months. Like that was some of the trauma, what I mean, that I had dealt with that progressed my addiction. And then my daughter was the same. Like I had her early, and it wasn't even due to addiction. It was just my body, you know what I mean? And she was 3 pounds. But you can't even tell. Them poor kids, they've been through heck. I starved them to death, I think, when I had them. Looking at their baby pictures and stuff, like that looked horrible.
When my daughter was born, she was born healthy, but she was withdrawn, so they had her on methadone, so they sent her to children's. And I remember we get down to Dayton and we're in the NICU, and I was there for like maybe an hour. I'm like, I gotta go. You know what I mean? Like my daughter was in a hospital. I was maybe in the room a total of 3 days, maybe. She like piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Really, we're not bad people. We just have bad behaviors.
Yeah, absolutely. Bad choices.
Yeah.
Bad decisions. We're selfish.
Yeah. I'm good at being a bad decision maker.
I'm good at being selfish when I'm in active addiction for sure, because the only person I think about is myself.
If not, I'll talk myself into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm good at doing that sober too. I have to be careful. I'll be very prideful, egotistical, and I'm definitely always thinking of myself. So I have to stop and be like, what's my motives behind this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you said you finally figured you would try something different, you called Focus Residential, you went to treatment, and that call was everything for you. Tell us a little bit more. Like, did you go to, after you made it through, after getting in trouble a couple times, but after you made it through treatment, did you go to transitional or?
Yeah, actually. So I ended up doing 187 days inpatient. And then Stacy came down and opened up the sober living house.
She did?
Yeah, and she was down there for like, I think maybe a month or two, and then I got to go to sober living. So Stacy got to be I don't know what you want to call it, my RA or whatever, house mom, whatever. But yeah, it was fun. She made it fun. We had a good time. She would when she would do room inspections, she'd come up there and mess our beds up on purpose and dump all our clothes out.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "You need to go clean your room."
When you were in inpatient, did you already have it set in your mind that you were going to go to some kind of aftercare, or were you?
Yeah, actually, that's the wildest thing I remember about going is when they was doing my assessment and stuff. They was like, "Well, what about transitional living or sober living?" I'm like, "Yeah, definitely do that." I'm like, "Don't send me back to my family." I was like, that'll be a bad decision.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Wait, opposite of what I did. I was like, how long is this program?
Is it 30 days? Can I be out of here in 30 days?
Well, I done tried everything.
Yeah.
And I've seen people do it and not do it well.
Yeah.
I've seen it not work for people.
Yeah.
But this is horrible. So like part of my thought process is because I didn't understand the disease part of it.
Yep.
I thought you just stopped and you just quit and that's how it worked. But so I kind of had the idea that I was going to stop getting high and start selling drugs at first.
Yeah. I tried that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna
Luckily,
sell this, I'm gonna cook this, and then I end up with both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
that's so funny. But I'm so glad I got stuck on the step works and started and joined AA. Ugh, I said that wrong. Yeah, joined AA and started doing all that stuff because it really changed my thought process a lot. I tried a geological cure one time, picked up and moved away and got a house and everything. And I don't even think we was up there for a month before we found a drug dealer.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so that didn't work. We go back home.
Yeah.
I tried going out to my grandpa's in the middle of nowhere and being stranded out there. No, I just fucking ate all his Neurotins.
Yeah. Yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, I was like, nothing
I feel
ever
everywhere
worked.
you go. You know what I mean? No matter where you go, you're gonna, if you want to get high, you are gonna get high.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, so one of my counselors pointed that out to me in the big book when I was in treatment. And if you go to the AA book, I think it's page 100 or page 101. It says that you could go to the Greenland ice cap, and even then you would stumble upon an Eskimo with a bottle of scotch.
Yep.
If you think with an alcoholic mind, you are surely to drink.
Yep. It's true.
And it is. Yeah. It's absolutely true.
It is. And it's why it's important. I always thought, when I first got into treatment, first time I went to STAR, I thought it was a cult. And then, and then when I went to treatment this last time, at first I'm like, man, these people are just trying to brainwash me, blah, 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 but it's not. Yeah. They just want you to start thinking clearly in the right way.
You gotta retrain your brain.
Yeah. It's like training a puppy, to go outside to pee. You got to try something different in order for it to work, but it's got to be repetitive.
Yeah. And I remember writing that in my journal too.
Yep.
This place is just trying to brainwash me. They're trying to make me weak. Stuff is stupid.
They're going to make me eat dogs and cats. You know what I mean? I was like, what is wrong with this place? I said, there's something seriously wrong with all these people sitting in this circle talking about how they feel.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want none of these people to know anything about me.
Feelings, what are those? I didn't have those.
I remember going to meetings early in recovery, and you walk in and you see all these old people all happy and shit. Everybody's happy, you know what I mean? You're like, full of shit. They're all full of shit. There ain't nobody this happy.
Fake. It's all fake.
Yeah, fake. Yeah. And then you find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you find it. What was that moment like for you when you actually smiled for the first
time? I don't know. I actually had a lot of fun in treatment. Yeah. So I don't understand that. I always see clients mad and never having fun and always wanting to sleep and crap. And I'm like, dude, we had so much fun. My friend Tequila was in there with me, and we hid her under a bed one time, and she got stuck, and we tried to hide her in the dryer, and we may have got our RA in trouble for that one.
You tried to hide her in the dryer?
Yeah.
That's a great hiding spot.
She didn't fit. Like we was always doing fun stuff like that. You know what I mean? We played in the rain one night, and we had both houses out playing in the rain. Grown women just playing in the rain, sliding in the grass, and we actually ended up tearing the grass up and put a big hole in the yard.
Oh
no. Yeah. So we always had fun, you know, always doing something.
Yeah.
And it was like that in sober living. So in sober living, the girls went to Sally's and bought those ear piercing kits. So then my friend Tequila got this idea that we was going to pierce each other's nose with it. So we broke it trying to pierce each other's nose. So we just did it with our hands. So then that was really cool. So we pierced our lips.
Oh, God.
With doll earrings, and they swelled up like real big.
Did they get infected?
Yes, so bad. Like the earrings it was regular earrings, right? And the balls were real big, and mine swelled up so bad the ball was covered with my lip. They was like, get it out of your mouth now.
Yeah, before your lip falls off.
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. So
that's
like
awesome.
It was always
but
fun.
Not often that your lip almost fell off. Goodness. Oh man, whatever persuaded you guys to pierce your lip.
It just sounded like a good idea.
Good idea at the time, yeah.
At least I wasn't doing tattoos.
Right.
Stacy.
Yeah. Didn't Stacy say something about getting a tattoo or something?
Yeah.
Every time they brought that up, we'd be like, well, we didn't do tattoos.
Oh my God. Well, it sounds like you guys had a lot more fun at treatment than I did. I think I went to the wrong treatment.
Yeah. I mean, it could just be the people. We're not right.
Yeah. I'm not I don't think I'm ever going to be right. I think it's okay. I've accepted me for me, you know what I mean? And hey, I think that that we're doing pretty good right now.
Yeah.
But at least you can look back and you can, you know, reminisce and cry about where you were, you know what I mean? And you can laugh, you know, through the times that, you know, getting through all those hard times, right?
Yeah.
So 7 years of clean isn't luck, it's work, right? It's choices, it's healing, it's facing yourself. It's all the things. You know what I mean? And it wasn't easy. I know it wasn't. I've been there. Everybody's journey is different, but I remember none of it being easy. And I remember having my fun times too, like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You have to. That's part of healing.
I remember laughing for the first time. Like, you know, that's why I asked her, like, what was that like? Like, actually having a genuine, like, laughter, and it wasn't something fake, or I wasn't laughing at, you know what I mean, because it had missed a vein or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it was genuine, you know, and I felt something.
I would have to say the first time I felt something would be like, so we was up there in Franklin Furnace, and I don't know if you've ever been there or not, but up there when the sun's setting, like, it's so pretty. I don't know why, but it is. It's just so pretty. And that was like my favorite time of the day. I would either get up before the other girls and hurry up and run and be outside to see the sunrise by myself and smoke, or sitting and watching the sunset. And then also, like, where it's like wooded areas around there, it'd be like all these like chipmunks and squirrels and rabbits, and just sitting and watching that. Like, that was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was the best feeling in the world. And I would sit and think to myself, like, this is what life's about. It's about enjoying these little things. It's as simple as a chipmunk running across the ground, but it's freaking adorable. And I love that. And I'm glad I can get that feeling back.
Yeah, we had one we used to feed.
Yeah, a chipmunk.
Wife fell in love with that
I
thing.
did, and I would go buy nuts, like $15 bag of nuts.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But they're so
He
cute.
was eating good, so he probably got real mad when we moved. You know what I mean? Because like I'm not feeding him anymore. Man.
I got lazy.
Over the counter nuts.
Any pistachio. Yeah.
But that was joy for me. I'm like, oh my God, I can actually feed. I have the money to go buy this $15 bag of nuts, $8 bag of nuts, and feed to this wild animal.
Yeah. That's a good thing, though.
Yes.
When you get to actually go do stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I get that. So I can relate with that. Because like that was one of the joys of like my days. I'm like, I better go get some nuts for my chipmunk fella outside. And I would wait for him to come up to, I would put the nuts by the door and he would come up to the door to eat the nuts.
She'd just be standing there out the curtain.
I was like, and then he's laughing at me.
Great, though.
Right. It's the little things that
It is.
That bring this joy that you would never even think in a million years that would bring the
and we
joy
have to find those moments.
Yeah,
I
for
feel
sure.
like. Because if not, you're just going to be miserable all the time. So I definitely, that was the one best thing I learned about in treatment, was just learning to enjoy the little things.
Yeah.
Because
what were your biggest challenges in early recovery?
My biggest challenge, my mouth, controlling my mouth. I've learned that just because I think it and just because they'll say it does not mean that I should say it.
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah. And first thought is always wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe the first 10.
Yeah. They always used to say, if you think long, you're thinking wrong.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So what were your biggest wins in early recovery?
I'm gonna say like bonding with my sister and my kids. Both of my sisters and my kids. Like we really bonded back together. Cause like I had cut them off and like didn't mess with them, didn't talk to them, like nothing. And through my visitations with the kids and stuff, like we've developed a healthy relationship. They weren't really mad at me. They was never mad. They were really happy that I got well. We told them that I went to school because that's like what it was. I'm at school right now and I'm learning to be good, and they liked it. Like they get a kick out of it. They tell their friends all the time that I'm a recovering addict. It's wild.
I share openly with my children too, because my daughter got in the car one day because they're still living with my sister, and she was like, "Mom, Uncle John called you a druggie, called you a drug head, called you, you know what I mean?" And I'm like, well, maybe he should just told you that, Mommy was really sick and, she had to go away to get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, but I will explain to you, exactly what it was, what Mommy went through, and then why Mommy made the decisions that she did. So they know, you know what I mean? Yeah. They know, and I'm really open with them about, everything that went, on. But I think I should have came up with the school idea, though. I would just, told them that, I was really sick and that I went away to, get better. And that I was better now, and I'm continuing to work on myself, and, that I was never going to give up on them. So, it's.
Yeah.
that connection is important.
It is. That and working AA, like really getting to find AA and learn something different. It's made a big difference in my life, for real.
AA.
Yeah.
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 I like both.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not judgmental.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people get so offensive about it and everything, but I'm like, dude, if it saves your life, it's awesome.
Yeah.
If it's keeping you alive, it's awesome. Like I don't hate on MAT. Like that's the best some people's ever going to be in life. And if that's what they need, I'm all for it. Do it.
Yeah.
Rock it.
Yeah. I wasn't really okay. Yeah, I was a little judgmental about MAT until I started working in MAT, and I got to see like that side of it in that world. You know, for the people that were in MAT. So like, I'm not judgmental about it at all. It's like, you know what? If this is what helps you, like I am all for it. Let's, how can I support you? I'm there for you. I'm not going to tell you how long it's got to be before you're done doing it. You know what I mean? If you have to use it every day for the rest of your life or you did not die, then you go right on ahead. I support you.
Definitely the harm reduction side of it. Like that's a side I never considered. I was like, either you're complete abstinent or you're getting high. You know what I mean? I had that until she started working at Brightview, and when she really started breaking down the harm reduction model to me, I was like, yeah, I'll support that.
Yeah. I see it working like almost like mental health meds part, like for some people, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, I'm all for it.
Same.
Yeah.
I never thought that it could, do that for people, but I know some people it's been on it for like 12 years, and I'm like, oh, well, as long as it's still working for you and you are still sober and you are still alive. And if it's what works for you, it's what works for you.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Absolutely.
So what are you most proud of in these 7 years of sobriety?
Well, right now, just able to help other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I remember not being having to pick cigarette butts up off the ground to smoke, and now I can just give cigarettes.
Or ashtrays, you know what I'm talking about? Like ashtrays outside of like different businesses and stuff.
I used to never empty ashtrays at my apartment because I knew eventually I'm gonna need that. That's still got a half a hit on it.
Yeah, might need that later.
Yeah.
I remember one time we lived in his house and the water got shut off. And they took our water meter like so many times that they finally filled the hole in with gravel and dirt.
It's like
that's wild.
You have to come and take your whole meter off.
Yeah. And then another time we had no electricity, so we were stealing batteries.
Yeah.
And then cutting the ends off our cell phone wires and off some Christmas lights and wiring them up to the batteries so that we could have lights and a phone charger.
God, the things we do. God.
I know. Or being so hot in the house during the summer that I slept on the porch. Like, you can't make this crap up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, airflow outside.
Maybe.
Oh my God.
It's just wild. And I'm so glad I'm not that no more.
Yes. Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I actually can do stuff. Buy a dryer when it breaks.
Yeah. Or buy one when it doesn't break and you think that it does break and it's just your laundry bin supply. happened. That's a real thing. Like, we gave the dryer away for free, so whoever got it, kudos.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
glad that
welcome.
could help.
Yeah, but see, that's a blessing.
It is.
You did
And,
get to
you know,
bless somebody that way.
well, it was messing up anyway. It had a it had a sound when it
A little squeak to it. Yeah.
So we're like, well, you know, maybe it just like died. But I was like, man, it has condensation in it when you're drying stuff, so the clothes are staying wet. So obviously, like, it's got to be
Yeah.
clogged.
Something somewhere, huh?
Yeah, so we got a whole new dryer, and it did the same thing. And then it took, you know, the landlord's like a week and a half.
I got off work and she's like, I'm not doing this anymore. We're getting new dryer. She's like, I'm gonna need you to go pick it out. I'm like, oh God. FaceTime, because I ain't making that choice.
Yeah, that's a hard one, ain't it?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, dryers, sleeping on porches. You know, these are all things, right? Transformation.
Yeah.
It just shows proof that, you know, that you were rebuilt and your identity shift and your strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of where you are today. Like, I'm sorry, but I just met you and I could see me being friends with you. You know what I mean? I'm like, I have not laughed as much all day. Like,
I love laughing this much.
Me too. This is what I
makes life worth it.
Yeah. I might try to come to work at Focus just so I can work with you now.
I don't actually work at Focus anymore because I worked there for so long.
Scratch that then.
Yeah. I actually so I started getting like stagnant.
Yeah.
Right? Like I needed some kind of growth, some kind of change. So like I went to SOPR where I'm at right now.
Okay.
I like it there.
Yay.
Basically the same.
Different environment.
Yeah, just different people, different building.
Yeah.
Treatment still treatment, clients still clients.
Is it inpatient?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I am starting to like realizing that I want to work more in the mental health field. Like our mental health suffers like bad. It's like bad down there. I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important to take care of your mental health.
Yeah.
The co-occurring side of addiction is real. And
yeah.
That was one of my biggest challenges I had.
Yeah, your mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was my worst enemy.
Yeah, so I was had a bad stigma against that, you know. Like, I'm not crazy. What are you talking about? Like, I'm fine. Like, and I refused for the longest time to even see mental health. And I remember one time just being like, oh my God, I'm gonna kill these women in this house. Like I need to get something. So they gave me I don't even remember, but I remember like they had me on a serotonin overload, and I would just be so happy every day, just walking around like, tee, and I'm like, come to find out I was on too much serotonin.
Yeah.
So then I came down and I was like starting to get miserable again. So that was kind of like a rough patch in treatment, but it was like I fell off my pink cloud.
Yeah. Girl, I've got knocked off mine a couple times, you know what I mean? And you know, treatment isn't easy.
It isn't.
Like, oh, I'm gonna go do treatment, and well, let's, you know, take it as for what it is. Like, don't fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? Like, really soak up everything that it has to offer. Utilize every tool that they give you, and you know, that way you can become the person that you're meant to be at the end of it, you know, or continue to grow into be at the end of it.
I think the biggest part of it's putting the work in. I
Yeah.
went to treatment 4 other times, and I knew how to manipulate you and tell you what you want to hear,
Yeah.
right? But internally, I'm not doing anything. I'm just biding my time so I can fly back to Ohio.
Yeah. I don't know when I got like serious, but like I had to at some point because I remember taking notes in group and highlighting my handouts and stuff, and like my whole thought process changed. It was like a 360, and I really don't know. I know it was just weird because I was sitting at so the best way I can explain this is like this. For me, when I first got there, I couldn't enunciate any of the words in the readings from the NA and AA book. I felt real stupid. They kept asking me about feelings. I'm like, what feelings? I have no feelings. Like, you're making this really hard for me. None of the crap made sense to me. It was like 2 + 2 = yellow.
Yep.
That's how my brain was processing it. And I'm like, nothing makes sense to me. I don't understand what you're asking me. And like, that's what my group consisted of, like every day for like a while. And then one day I was just sitting there and I was like, so I had this real messed up thinking that, okay, my sister can't have kids, okay, or has had difficulty having kids. So when I gave my kids away, that's who I gave them to. I gave them to her. And for some reason in my brain, I thought I was doing her a favor because now she got kids. And I remember sitting there at the group table one day and I was like, oh my God, I'm a piece of crap. That is not doing her any favors. And then that was kind of like my aha moment. And then like everything started making sense.
Yep.
And then everything just like started connecting. And I'm like, I'm a piece of crap. Okay. So I need to work on myself.
And it's not a good feeling.
It's not.
It is not a good feeling to realize that, hey, like, I've done pissed 90% of my life away.
Yeah.
I've done giving up on myself, my children, everything I've built for myself in life, and like, that's a hard pill to swallow, like, to realize that you were just a piece of shit. Like, I had to look at myself in the mirror and be like, you are a piece of shit. Like, what you've done, but it's okay. You can fix this. Like, you can work on where you're at right now, who you are right now. We can get there, I had to do a lot of self-talk, you know what I mean? And that's really, really hard to look at yourself and say that, hey, I didn't do good in life,
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I try to explain to the clients a lot of times. Like, so like I said it earlier, like, we have bad behaviors. We're not bad people, right? We're human. We're meant to make mistakes. The error is to be human. So like, as long as we're, like you said, not staying in the mess and we're working every day to do something different, to do something better, then that's progress made.
Yes.
I'm not what I was, and I'm doing better.
Yep.
It's always progress.
I'm going to work on who I'm meant to become.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. So like, if life's hard, just remember that.
Yeah.
I'm not what I was yesterday, so I'm doing something better.
Yeah. We don't ever think about picking up those little small wins from our days. You know what I mean? But there's, even in treatment, there's little things.
I didn't get high today.
Yeah. I made my bed. I always used to use making my bed as one of the best analogies ever in life because I had a bed to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling.
And I'm like, well, shit, at least I have a bed to make this morning. I ain't going to bitch about it, because the girls would always bitch about, like, I couldn't make my bed. I'm like, well, at least you have a bed to make.
Yeah. I didn't have to pick blankets up off the floor. Grateful that I had blankets though then too.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I had a pillow, a clean pillow.
Yeah.
It's all these.
I remember one time going to jail, I didn't get a mat or a blanket.
You had to sleep on the hard concrete. Like,
no, I didn't do that either. I just found somebody I knew and just went and got in bed with them.
We gonna be bunkies.
Yeah. Sharon, scoot over.
Yes. Oh man. But you came a long way, you know what I mean? You came a long way. Your story's amazing. I know we didn't dig in deep to the whole entire story, but what you did tell was amazing. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And God, I think I laughed so hard my cheeks hurt. You know what I mean? Like you brought me joy, so I can just imagine what it's like for your clients that you work with on a daily basis. So
They
kudos
call
to
me a
you.
packet queen, so they're not that happy with me.
Yeah, I don't mind packets.
They'll be like, "You got a packet for that? I got you. I got you."
Yeah, I'm gonna print one off for you right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. But your story shows that even when death feels closer than hope, you can choose life and you can build something beautiful from the ashes.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That makes me sound a lot better than I think I am, but okay, I'll take it.
It's the truth though, like
I think a lot of time it's easy to discredit our own story, right?
Yeah.
But really, we have no idea the power or the light that we shine to other people just by being us and sharing what we've overcome. Because our pain and our perseverance of it is somebody else's hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And your laughter is absolutely contagious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Don't say it. And I love to laugh, and I have one of those really high pitched laughs, you know what I mean? And I love to laugh. So
I love it.
when you just met my energy with it, I'm like, hell yeah, we can bring her on more often.
Okay.
We appreciate you, you know what I mean? Is there any message you might want to give to somebody out there right now that might still be struggling, or to all the struggling people out there that's watching?
Like I said, if you're doing one thing better than you did yesterday, that's progress. Don't give up on yourself. Don't quit before the miracle happens. That's the best one.
Yeah.
And you're never late to a meeting until they're circling up, till they say the prayer.
Yeah.
I never heard that one before.
I like it.
Yeah. An old timer told me that.
Oh yeah.
I love some old timers.
Yeah. If you catch the end of it, at least you're doing something. At least you showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always used to just want to go for the coffee or the donuts.
That was one for you.
I stay away from the coffee area.
Yeah.
Them people, they be liking their coffee, and that's about the only caffeine they're getting. Right? Got away from them.
Oh, that's why we go with coffee and donuts usually, because so most meetings have coffee and donuts, and I love
or
coffee
cookies. Fuck cookies too.
Cookies, yeah. All the things, that we when you get into treatment, if you don't like food, you're gonna love food by the end of treatment. I promise you.
Yeah.
God, and I love food even more now.
All I did was work out and eat. I'm like, it's bulking season. Yeah.
So you're keeping a balanced diet.
Yeah. Like a little mini hawk can barely, wipe his own butt. He was huge. I was like, dang, This little guy's don't have issues. He's got T-Rex arms. He can barely move.
So much anger.
Anger.
For anyone listening who feels like trapped like Kayla did, just know that the miracle is in the next decision you make. You have the power to make that choice.
And your story isn't over.
That's right.
It isn't over. Thank you, Kayla. We really, really appreciate you. If there's anything that you want to add or anything like that before we end it tonight, you can. If not, shout out to everybody that watched. Rachel, Danita, Shannon, I already said Rachel. Hold on, Focus Residential Group commented. I think I put that on there. I said, that's our girl.
I see it. I love Focus.
Yeah, Kenzie said, I'm proud of you, Mom.
Hayden said, "That's my mom."
Zach said, congratulations, keep moving forward. He said, nothing like a mugshot for some humility for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that mugshot.
Oh, how do you pronounce her name?
I was who?
Mason
Yeah.
said, I'm your biggest fan.
Aw.
Kayla said, Stacy said, Kayla, I'm super proud of you. When I started working in treatment is when you came. Here, let's put it on the thing. When you came into treatment and you gave me a run for my money and you helped me be the person I am today. I love you.
I love Stacy.
Me too. She's awesome.
I remember the day I moved out, she was like, she came in the house and like all my stuff was packed and in the corner. And she's like, where did all that come from? I was like, I had hiding places.
Where you didn't look, Stacy. Do your job better. No.
That shit is wild. Like, you'll go into treatment with nothing.
Nothing.
And by the time you leave, you got so much shit.
You're like, where did this
Yeah.
come from? Like, I went in with an outfit and a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
And I came out, I was like, I don't even know where. I was like, where did I get all this stuff? Like,
I'm
where
so
did it come from?
I can't believe you guys brought that up because that's like one of the funniest things about one of my treatment stays, or about my treatment stay. That was my first and only one. I got high when I packed my stuff.
Yeah.
And when I got to treatment and I was unpacking, none of my shit matched. The socks didn't match. The shirts didn't match the pants. Like, nothing matched.
Yes.
So if you're going to go to treatment, do not pack your stuff while you're high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or take what you have, because if that's all you have, just take it.
Yeah. Yeah, because people ain't going to hold it for you, I promise.
It's going to be gone by the time you get back. Yes, for sure.
Yeah,
Man.
absolutely.
Oh, God. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Yeah, you are.
You guys have been awesome,
Keep being
too.
you. Don't stop being you. You are just, you know what I mean? Like I said, your laugh is contagious. Your story, what you got to tell of it was amazing. And anybody that was watching, give her a big shout out. You did amazing. We really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So do I just hang up now?
Yeah.
Bye, Kayla. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's not doing it.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It does. No, people.
That'd be smarter than the.
It's okay. All right, guys. Don't forget to check out our new merchandise on Echoes of Recovery. Been sharing it on the page. Tequila. And don't forget to join us Wednesday with Tequila. She's going to share her story. We're going to be talking to her and laughing with her also this Wednesday. Don't miss it. And do not forget to check out our merch. Echoes of Recovery.
Echoes of Recovery.
And it's shared. I'm going to start sharing a link in the comments section, I think.
Are we doing Raw and Real this Friday?
And we might be doing Raw and Real. I'll let you guys know Wednesday.
50-50.
Oh, wait. We might.
6-7.
No, 6-7. We're not going to 6-7, but we hope everybody has a great night. Check out the merch, and we'll see everybody Wednesday.
Thank you, guys. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.